Would you rather eat a snack that's sweet or salty?
Ooh, sweet.
What's your favorite?
It'd be Nutella. I actually just had it before this interview. I had like blueberry pancakes with Nutella.
For hanging out, would you rather go out or stay in with your friends?
I think both. My friends always like, and we always end up going out and then coming back and like having a big sleepover.
If you're having your own relaxed time, would you rather read a book, watch a movie?
Probably read a book. I need to read more. I used to read all the time and I would get like I absorbed in books, but probably read a book, yeah.
For vacation, would you rather relax on the beach or go do something adventurous?
Go do something adventurous.
For working out, would you rather do something like dance or like go to the gym and work out?
Probably dance.
Would you rather shop for your clothes or have a stylist shop for your clothes?
Shop for my clothes.
Yeah. What is your process like when you're going shopping?
I usually do have something in mind. I'm like, oh, I like this trend or I like this style or whatever it is, or I have someone that I want to emulate, but then I get there and it's totally different once I see everything that's out there. And then whenever I'm dressing for a red carpet or an event and my stylist Lindsay comes, she brings like a whole rack of clothes, which is just like a dream come true. I'm like ripping the garment bags open because I'm always so excited to see what options I have. But I usually just end up trying everything on because it looks so different hanging than it does on my body. So I always just try everything on. And I have so much fun with that. It's one of my favorite parts.
What would you say to someone who's trying to figure out what their style should be? Maybe they see all these great styles on Instagram, but they're not really sure what is the best look for them.
I say everything always looks so different in pictures and on Instagram. I've been so disappointed by so many different, I love a lot of brands that I see on Instagram that I click on their bio or whatever and I shop on there, but there's so many times when I'm so disappointed by how the fit is or how much cheaper it looks in person and how nice it looks in the picture, but yeah, I say you just have to try things on. Like go into the store, have a day with your friends where you just like go in the dressing room and try things on. And it depends. There's so many different body types and like all my friends and I were built so differently. So I found that like I have longer legs and a really short torso. So like high-waisted pants work on me and bell bottoms work on me and like elongating. And so I guess you have to find what works for you and then just stick with that.
Whenever you're getting ready every day, what does that usually look like?
Well, I used to live in New York and I had no space in my room. Like my closet was like just a movable rack and it was always overflowing with things. And so then once I moved to LA, I had this like grungy basement. And then for my 16th birthday, I ended up turning it into my own closet. And now it's like beautiful. I redid it. I hung like chandeliers and carpet and everything. So it's always just me going into my closet, ripping things out and like it's a mess. And then I get home and I clean it all up. It's like it's a cycle, but yeah, I usually just am like tearing up my closet. I'm like, I have nothing to wear, but I have all these things.
It's one of those feelings I think all of us feel where you have so many options that it feels like you have no options.
Exactly. And then like every time I'm getting dressed, I'm like, who do I want to be today? Because I feel like I even have the trouble finding my style and sticking with it. I'm finding it more now, but I had trouble with it for a while.
Who says you have to stick to one style, right?
Exactly, yeah. Whatever you feel that day.
What about for beauty?
You know, I just discovered these like Laura Mercier gel like eyeshadow pens, and I think those are like there's a gold and there's a copper, and I just like using those and like a light foundation or like BB cream on my days off, and then doing my brows and like a little bit of cheek, and that's really it. Like that to me sounds natural, but to someone else that could sound like a lot. But just keeping it like the bronzy golden tones on a normal day.
When you go on red carpets and you kind of take a fashion risk, do you get nervous about it, or are you like, I love it, it's awesome, I'm going for it?
Well, I feel like when I was younger and I didn't have as much of a voice, if people around me were like, oh, I love that outfit, and I wasn't so sure about it, then I'd be nervous about it. But now I never wear anything that I don't feel comfortable in, so as long as like I feel super confident in it when I'm going out, then I'm fine. I mean, I have felt nervous before if something's really short or like it accidentally got tailored a little too short, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I bend over? What if something happens? But normally whatever I go out in, I feel great in it.
Before we started this interview, we were talking about your fashion difference between Jessie and bunk'd. With your personal style, has it changed at all as your characters have changed?
Luckily, my personal style has changed so much since I first started Jessie. I just turned 13 when I started, so it was pretty rough. And I feel like luckily it has changed, but when I was first starting Jessie, my character style was so much like my personal style, and I would come in the morning and there would be things that I had just bought over the weekend that my character also had on her rack of clothes, which was funny. But yeah, it has changed a lot.
You said that you're a little bit more comfortable now in your personal style and on the show. And isn't that fabulous to be comfortable and stylish?
Great. It's great. No, because when I was on Jessie, we were in the penthouse in New York, and then now in Bunk'd, we moved to summer camp. So it's much more casual and comfortable, which I love. Like right now I'm wearing this is wardrobe. It's just like a flowy, comfortable top, but I'm always in shorts. So I'm like, it's leg day all the time.